Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Carr. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Giants nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Ball carrier.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that 1st touchdown given up.
Throwing on first down. Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Jones on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a game.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Down carry for Barkley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice play.
He's got daylight. Open man Samuel complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 97 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon. And guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, Jones forced out to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
By the Giants.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
It's a pick.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Jones pass.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 14-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey, 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So that'll back them up 5. Now a play fake. Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Oh, design run for their wideout. Detroit Pride that time gets the tackle.
Troy Pride on the tackle. 2 yards on the
2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Barkley, toss play left. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And Tate's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Saquon Barkley, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game.
He is good.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Graham Gano set to kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Operating from the gun, Jones. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Rolling to his left.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Barkley, the Giant.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
4th down.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down.
And got his man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Panthers 14, Giants 10.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
The 38-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Going for it all. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now Jones on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run with Barkley, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Looking for Shepard deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaac Yedem picks it. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Jones throwing on first down. Flush to his right to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Give to Barkley out of the gun. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. 10 yards.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. To throw. Jones. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
They'll run with Barkley. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. 21. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set to kick off.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Today's final score.
So this one is